Hello, dear friends. How was your weekend? How was it? I hope it was cooler than mine. I'm in San Diego and it's just getting hotter and hotter and hotter. It's like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Please send rain. I wanted to share something that I'm going through, shall we say, and also doing. How I'm addressing it, what I'm going through and how I'm addressing it. Let's put it that way. And that is perimenopause, which I don't think I've talked about here before on YouTube. A couple years ago, I started having symptoms that I was like, and fortunately I have a wonderful doctor and he was like, yeah, I think this might be perimenopause. Definitely hormones are starting to like veer off the road. And he's been very helpful in giving me lifestyle changes that I can implement, occasional supplementation that I can do to kind of bring things back on course. And normally for me, the big symptom that I experience, symptoms I should say, poor sleep, sometimes poor digestion, and most significantly, unexplained weight gain. So I'm doing exactly the same things, you know, eating the exact same amounts, getting the right amount of exercise, and I know how to balance those two things very well. I mean, if anybody does, I do. And so when the scale starts creeping up, 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 even though I know I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, then something's wrong. So I go to the doctor and usually he's like, yeah, let's fix your hormones again. So yeah, it's happening again this summer. And I don't know with the heat or what, but they were just really like all over the place. And so before I'm going to go see him again and we're going to do the blood panel and the whole thing, he recommended that I try this. I'm going to do it. And actually, I'm already doing it. This reset, this hormone reset diet, if you want to call it that, by Gottfried. But before I get to that, I want to recommend 2 books if you think you might be experiencing perimenopause. And by the way, they say that the symptoms of perimenopause begin as early as your early to mid 30s. I'm in my early 40s, as your early to mid 30s. So you may already be experiencing these symptoms. Maybe your doctor's like, yeah, you're just getting older. You don't necessarily have to live with these symptoms is all I'm saying. I'm not a doctor, but let's be informed. So 2 books that I really, really love and recommend. Number 1 is Suzanne Summers. I think it's called I'm Too Young for This. I'm Too Young to Feel Like This. I'm going to find it on Amazon. I'll put the picture right here. A great, you know, entry into the subject of perimenopause. You know, I remember when I read this book, she was like, are you feeling like this? I was like, yes. And how about this? Oh my gosh, that's me too. It's like she was reading my mind. And then the book I read after that was like, and that book is The Hormone Cure by Dr. Sarah Gottfried. In my opinion, if you're a woman, you need to read this book. You need to read this book. And I know she's working on a similar book for men because they have hormones too. And, you know, addressing the entire hormonal system, which is a very vast, complicated system, not just your thyroid and your estrogen and even your progesterone. You know, most doctors just check the basic ones. And sometimes if one of the not basic ones is what's causing all the problems, you can go undiagnosed for a really long time. So, this is a wonderful book to help you kind of understand what might be going on with you and to help you have some information to take to your doctor and say, this is what I'm experiencing. Can we please check my blood? Let's look at this and see what we can do. So she's, I believe she's an endocrinologist. She's an MD, Harvard trained MD. But it's a very easy to understand book and it's, like I said, life-changing. A lot of the people that I work with, that I coach, if they are eating exactly everything right, they're moving everything right, they've got their attitude in the right place, something's not working, often it's the hormones. And so I recommend this book to everybody, So I'm going to put the picture of that book right here. Hormone Cure, thumbs up, love that book, get the book. It's not very expensive. It's a fabulous resource you will go back to again and again and again. I refer to it all the time. Every time I think something's kind of going off the rails, I check with that book and then check with my doctor. Now, I told you that my doctor is supporting me in doing this hormone reset diet, which she outlines in her most recent book, The 21-Day Hormone Reset. And I'll put a picture of that right here. This book, again, it's a very easy read. Don't be scared. It's very sciencey, but it's very easy to read. Even though I love sciencey things and I'm very geeky that way, and I love anything to do with weight loss and hormones, and I'm like, yeah. But it's very, she gets right to the nitty gritty, like real fast, which is she takes basically, again, addressing all of these various hormonal systems that we have. And she has a 72-hour reset for each one. So the whole thing takes 21 days, but each little phase of it only takes 3 days, which makes it amazing. Because I'm really bad with like elimination diets and things like that. I'm too rebellious. I hate when people tell me you can't have something, then that's all I want. But because it's only for 3 days at a time, so far it's been okay. So the first one, I forget which first one addresses your adrenals, I think. And it's so you're going without meat or alcohol for 3 days. And the second one was sugar, no sugar for 3 days. I think it was your insulin system. And right now I'm doing no fruit, which is a little challenging because under the umbrella of no fruit is also no nightshades. So no potatoes, no tomatoes, no bell peppers, basically the things I eat like almost every day. So this one's a little bumpy, not gonna lie. But the one I'm really scared of is no caffeine. But I'm gonna let you guys know how it goes. So far, like I said, it hasn't been that difficult. It's been pretty easy to follow. I don't notice yet any like vast improvement in how I feel. Now it is like 1,000,000 degrees and very humid here, so that's not helping. But my sleep is about the same. It's okay. It's not horrible. It's okay. Appetite is about the same. Stamina during exercise is about the same. I did have a little bit of weight loss. I've only been doing this about a week, and I've lost like 1.25 pounds, about that, which for me is pretty good for a week. But I'm not doing this for weight loss. I'm just trying to get everything reset so that then my doctor and I can start with like a clean slate, if that makes sense. We'll run the blood panel and all that then. But yeah, there's no harm in it, really. It's very sound. And you might want to check it out and see if you don't notice an improvement. I will keep you posted how it goes. We'll see. I think that I know, because I know where my particular issues are hormonally, that so far these systems that have been addressed are not the ones that are my major ones that are, you know, plaguing me at the moment. So, so yeah, I think the next few resets are going to be a little bit interesting. I think I've done the easy part so far. Something tells me that this has been the easy part. But I'll let you know. I'm totally going to let you know how it goes. And have you tried this before? Or have you had experiences with perimenopause? And what are you doing to address it? I would love to know. Because there's just not enough resources for us out there. First of all, nobody even knows that that's what we're going through until we've been doing it for 10 years. Most of the time. So, I mean, I'm just very lucky. I have a very wonderful doctor who's very aware of these things and started talking to me about this a couple of years ago, like 2-3 years ago. We started having these conversations about it, and he keeps a really close eye on it. So, but not everybody has that. So maybe, I would love to know though, if you're doing something about your perimenopause, what are you doing? Because please, I am listening. I am all ears. And, but I wanted to share these resources with you because they've been really, really valuable for me. And I'm doing this reset thing, and it's, a major part of what I'm doing right now. And so I thought I would just let you in on it because you are my lovely YouTube friends. And I just thought maybe one of you might be going through this and could benefit from this. That's all. Have a beautiful week, everybody. Bye.